Morning, y'all. We're back with another episode of Jaywalking, and I wanted to reflect a little bit. So, we're less than a week away from my 3-year anniversary of the first day that changed my life. The day I turned 40 was the first day that I started my diet. And like I've said before, I stopped considering it a diet and started to consider it a lifestyle change. This one's going to be a little shorter because I only got a few minutes, but I considered it a lifestyle change. And I think that's what has helped me maintain keeping it off, is an entire change of mindset. I think if you go into something thinking of it as a diet and not completely changing your diet, which are two completely different things. Your diet is how you eat every day. A diet sounds more short term, like you're just trying to get rid of some weight and you're going to go back to doing what you did before. And think about it. If you go back to eating like you did before, you're never going to have a constant maintenance of success. You're not going to be able to maintain it. It's going to come back. Because how did you end up gaining the weight in the first place? And it's easy. By eating pretty much horrible stuff or too much, and by overindulging, rather than treating something like a treat, a once in a while kind of thing, and it's only human, because like I said, it goes back to our ancestors, where they would hunt and they would eat whatever they could get, because they didn't have the luxury of eating things off of the shelves that's really cheap to go buy. They didn't have the ability to go buy. They didn't have a 9-to-5 job to go work, get money, and then go to buy fast food. They had to hunt for it, and then they would have something to eat. So think about it. As humans, we're just inherently built in with a thought process of eat what we got. So the biggest thing for me was I changed what I have to eat around the house. Rather than filling the pantry with nothing but horrible food items like cookies and cakes and just lots of calorie dense foods that you could easily sit down and eat a bunch of and not ever feel satisfied, I changed to literally filling myself with stuff like salads and low calorie kind of dressings and stuff. Completely changed my mindset on what I was putting in my body. And that's the kind of advice that I try to share to people, because I think people are under the misconception of you need to eat less food. And that's not totally true, because if anything, I eat more actual food now than I ever have. But the difference is, rather than me eating, you know, like a Little Debbie or Tasty Cake or something like that, which is not going to fill me up, but it's like 300 damn calories, I ate a salad or a couple pieces of fruit or something like that. And I'm not trying to tell you that you need to go vegan or anything like that, but if instead of you going and buying, like, you know, a personal pizza, which is, let's be honest here, not the best thing for you to eat. It's nothing but processed junk. And start off with one meal. Just instead of eating McDonald's for lunch or dinner, go and get a salad with, and if you're not vegan, go and get a salad, put chicken in it, like tuna or something like that. And instead of putting Hidden Valley Ranch dressing on it, find a low-calorie one like Skinny Girl or Walden Farms or something like that. Put that on it instead. Now what you've done is you've taken your typical meal that would have been, what? I mean, let's think about it. You go and buy a fast food meal, you're eating 1,000 calories easily. Like, without a doubt. Especially if you're not drinking diet soda to go with it. Like, if you're slamming down a giant Coke along with a burger and fries or a Popeye's chicken sandwich and like fries or potato wedges or whatever, along with a giant Coke or a Pepsi, you're eating over 1,000 calories. Just in your soda alone, you're looking at, what, 300 calories, bare minimum? Because it's way more than a can. And just one can, one little 12-ounce can of Pepsi or Coke has 160 calories. And that is ridiculous, because you're drinking in one of those sodas at least 2. So you're looking at 320 calories just in your drink. And that was the other thing that I really changed, was I stopped drinking my calories, because there's no point. You get absolutely no satisfaction besides a sugar high for a little bit, and you go, and you burp. Now, honestly, is that worth your health in the long run? No. So substitute it out with a diet soda. And I hate to break it to you, because I know there's a bunch of people that are like, you know, sugar replacement, sweetener phobes. I don't even know what you would call that. Like, people that are deathly afraid of eating any form of Splenda. But you sit there and you shove sugar in your face. Well, guess what? They just came out with more documentation. Go look it up. You don't have to believe me or listen to me. Literally, go look it up yourself. They came out with more documentation. It's already been debunked countless times, but now there's more out that you can go look up and see. There's nothing wrong with any of them. If you don't like aspartame, then do monk fruit sweetener. If you don't like that, do Truvia. Do something else other than sugar. Sugar is horrible for you. It is. The same with saturated fat. That both of them will kill you in the long run. The shit builds up in your body and it will take you out. That's all there is to it. Now, is it okay to indulge once in a while? Absolutely. I'm not saying that is a problem. What I am saying, though, is that if you're shoving sugar and saturated fat in your body on a constant basis every day, and you're overweight, those things are going to take you out. There's no debating it. Look at all the health problems we have in America compared to everywhere else in the world that are all related to obesity. Obesity took out more people than everything, really. And that's not me just saying it. You can go look that up too. Look at how many people die from heart attacks, heart disease, atherosclerosis, all of that stuff. Go look it up yourself. Hypertension, all that shit. Like, you don't have to listen to me. Go look it up yourself. Go look at the documentation and then tell me I'm a liar. It's just, there's no point of debating it. Us and Mexico are the two most obese countries in the world, with UK right behind us. Notice something? We're talking about all first world countries here. We're not talking about third world countries. Things that they die from are other issues, are things from drinking horrible water that's not able to be treated. Stuff like that. Diseases that they can't take care of because they don't live in a first world country. We live in a first world country and have access to so many different medical options, and we're the best taken care of in the world, yet we choose to overindulge on a constant basis and just overeat out of pure satisfaction, and dopamine hits to the brain. And the worst thing is, these companies are making money off of it. And when I say these companies, I'm talking about, like, like I said before, Little Debbie, Tasty Cake, Frito-Lay's, all these different companies that have nothing but these foods that are full of this crap. And do you really think that they care about you and your well-being and your health? No. Absolutely not. And the other thing is, take a look at them. The people that run these companies, half of them are in good shape. And you want to know why? Because they're not consuming the products that they're selling to you. Again, you don't have to listen to me. Go look it up. And until the next one, sorry for the rant, but I get upset when I see options right in front of us and things that we can do to better ourselves, but we choose not to, out of the pure satisfaction of and it's just not worth it, because years of that deliciousness is taking years off your life. Until the next one, I'm out.